Welcome back, 88 gang. My name is Markiplier,
Hi, I'm Jacksepticeye.
and we're here to play Five Nights. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
What's up, guys? We're here with another match with GB versus Buggy for this week.
GP Buggy. That's an interesting matchup. I don't think I've ever really seen this before, so I'm not too familiar on how the game will sway and who has what advantage over what.
Well, you usually understand that Buggy, when playing against Buggy, you generally want to starve Buggy sometime because you want to force them to use lead effects every turn while you're setting up your turn. But the thing is, you also have to be wary of the 10 cost Buggy.
10 cost Buggy, and then they also filter out. They draw and filter a lot of cards too. Buggy.
Yes, but one advantage that GP has is the secret Luffy from OP12.
Oh yeah.
Where you can go multiple 6k to the body to face along with Sanchi Pudding. So you
Sanji
go
Pudding's such a good card.
infinite Tsukiyomi on 7k as GP Luffy, and Buggy usually can't stand a lot of 7k swing to the face.
I can't stand Buggy sometimes.
So GP does have a slight advantage where they don't usually play to starve. They play aggressively to get the Buggy down to 2 to 1 life, and then they can slam multiple Sanchi Pudding into Rush Luffy, and that's how they secure the win as GP Luffy. So we can see here that they search out both the Sanchi Pudding and the Zorojoro.
Yeah, so probably next turn is going to be a Zorojuro and swing Zorojuro pass.
Yeah, it should be a 5.
Should be pretty straightforward.
Yep. And we have the Sanchi Pilafs. You know, I personally have not seen a lot of Sanchi Pilaf's Buggy version floating around as often now, because we are in such a fast meta. We're in a fast meta where you don't really have the luxury to play Sanchi Pilafs.
Draw cards.
You want to draw cards.
Spend your turn to draw cards.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time where you want to spend your turn to draw cards, right? You want to spend your time to develop bodies on board to mitigate that damage coming in, especially from decks like Rayleigh or even Zoro that are kind of like just be there in your face.
Yeah, they're very aggressive decks, very straightforward, swing face, 8k, Tashigi, 8k, anyway.
Sound like you have a little traumatized with that, big dog.
Anyway.
So we do see a Sanji Pudding.
Another Sanji Pudding in hand, so that's 2 Sanji Puddings that we've seen, only 2 more to go, and which means 2 bricks in hand, so that's...
I mean, if anything...
at this game state, it's not too bad. Okay,
yeah,
swing
so
5.
5 would take here as... What is that? Is that the Sanji event?
I could not see what that was, if I'm honest.
That's okay, but again, it's GP Luffy like to take the first 2 life.
Yeah,
they want to see as many car. You also don't want to starve against GP Luffy just for the fact that I do have secret Luffy in hand. Just like Holy Jones, they can just take life as free as possible. So once those comes out and they start swinging for life.
Croc Mihawk, pretty good card, protects from removal. Even though this matchup,
there's not
really any removal, but I mean it's still a 7k body on board.
It is a 7k body, play out a 4 drop that could be a 7k later on.
Yeah, so
or not 7k, 5 cost later on.
Well, this is good because as soon as GP starts leader ability, you're gonna need to climb that 6k wall, and a 7k is really good to do that.
So here I think Zorojoro is always free. Zorojoro is always free to swing here no matter what, because he always going to be a 6k swing.
Yeah, you always...
which is fine. I mean, if we have this... I think I saw the stage in hand, so I think the stage could let you get out of situations such as Graft Blade from Life.
Blade and stuff,
or, most likely Graft Blade from Life is what scared the Sanchi Pudding the most.
Yeah, I mean a good general rule of thumb is to swing out and then develop body, but I mean I guess this works out.
Yeah, it was fine because you have the stage, right? So yeah.
You get stage, you get past the Grab Blade trigger.
So that if you do end up losing a body, you're only losing the Zorojoro, which is you're generally okay with that trade, right? But usually against blue deck, you kind of have to respect the Graft Blade and Red Rock sometime, but sometimes you can't really play around all of them. So
yeah, you can't play around.
He had the stage. Stage is generally good here to protect from Graft Blade, so I don't blame him. So this is fine. This is
plus
okay.
2 Sanji Pudding, very standard GP behavior, GP mannerisms. Read the card, explains the card. Yep, make sure we understand our opponent's decks.
Don't worry, GB. You're not removing
You're
that
not
cross
removing
anytime soon.
Who knows? This guy might run 9 mom. I don't know.
6K with lead again.
6K lead.
It should have been 6K with Zoro Joro. Rule of thumb, because Red Rock here can still bottom deck to Zoro Joro, and you're still losing body here. And it looked like we have a trigger coming in here.
Trigger out.
Sables. Sables. So
that's a funny card.
Sables, what it does is it bounces back a 7 cost, so it doesn't matter. You put the
GP
stage on the Sanji pudding there. It does not bypass that threshold.
Yeah, maybe swinging 6 was. I mean, who could have seen that coming? Most decks, when facing blue, you're worried about, like you said, Grab Blade or Red Rock. 4 cost trigger, 4 and 5 cost.
But again, generally you want to swing out your 4 cost Zoro Joro first to get around the Red Rock trigger, because if there was a Red Rock trigger instead, you're losing the second swing, and you cannot be that aggressive against Buggy anymore at that point.
Yeah, 6K Zoro Joro first would have been the move to go. That's what I would have done, but that's neither here nor there.
Grabbing a second Crocox here into a second state
event
search top 4. We're grabbing.
The future alt for that card is really nice, by the way. I think.
Yeah, the manga panel.
Yes, the manga rare.
We see a Vita. A Vita is really good.
Let's see.
I think.
What are we gonna do here, chat? 5. Is that?
It's 6K lead.
Okay. I was gonna say 6K lead to 6K. Develop. Buggy. Okay, so Zoro Joro is not swinging no more. You know.
I mean, there's a stage style on board. I mean, you play around the stage.
You could stage the Zoro Joro and make it swing. So there's.
So I mean, there's cards such as the Doflamingo, the 7 cost Doflamingo that I know a lot of. Oh, we see the grapple being pitched there. Interesting. I think I would have played the grab play there and just
Grab Blade bottom deck.
Just grab play the blocker and the Zoro, and not to think about it anymore.
Yep, and then you wouldn't have been able to block that.
We are going to Robin effects anyway to Dawn -1 to look at top 3.
I mean, it's always a good idea to search your deck. I don't know if...
Going down to 6 Dawns, I guess you're putting back down a turn, but we did saw a glimpse of the GP hand where he had like double 6 cost Secret Luffy.
We know he has 2 Sergeant Puddings in hand. One got bounced back, unfortunately. Luffy Taro, pretty good card. I don't know if... Where's he at? 6 Dawn right now?
Yeah, so Luffy Taro cannot be played this turn. It's just a break in hand into next turn.
One more turn later, yeah.
I don't know if I agree with the Buggy play there. I think I would have just either played the Graph play there or another Crocox as a 7K swing, because at this point you are contesting for board and Crocox basically replace himself, whereas Buggy just play a body
and then just sit there.
Yeah, just sit there. So I agree to disagree.
But then again, you know, I don't play Buggy, so I can't comment too hard on his actions.
Again, Buggy is just one of those decks where you want to keep hand advantage as much,
which is something they're very good at, is filling up their hand, filtering their hand.
So losing cards out of hand and then having a spot on the board that is just dead.
Yeah, probably should have replaced that bootleg, that promo Buggy.
Yeah,
with another Crocock.
Yeah, I mean, Crocock replaced itself. Instead of having 5 cards in hand right now, he could have 6. That's just my little spiel. Again,
very good insight.
Grab Blade is also one of those cards that could just turn off the swinger there and not let the GP Luffy dig for more cards.
Stage the Zoro Joro now that boy can swing. Will he swing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to swing. After staging it, he has to swing.
Yeah. So we are. I think the swing here should have been 7. 7. Leave 1 Dawn open for effects.
So he is swinging 7. Confirm. Final answer. Yes.
So 7 here.
7 here. How will we respond? Does this resolve?
It's giving 2 cards.
2 cards. Okay, he gives the
free block. Okay.
Free block, I guess. Yeah. Board space.
6K lead. Interesting number.
1K. Take.
Oh,
Maybe he just wants cards in hand.
Again, like don't,
if he's gonna, because if he leader effects next turn, he's gonna pitch an extra card. So I don't know. Maybe.
No, I mean it's fine. So we are going to 9 Dawn turn here.
Restand.
Maybe it's time to play the CardHouse. Swing 6 lead, 7 lead. Oh,
Okay, blocker.
we're gonna play out Raw Mochi for 4. And then we are going to lead effects away the Doflamingo to play out a 10 cost
Buggy.
to bottom deck the Sanchi Pudding.
Getting rid of the Sanji Pudding is really good because now when they lead effect, they can't get that Dawn back. But we know he has one more. So 7 lead. 2K? Easy 2K right here.
I'm not sure if 7 lead or 7 Zoro Zoro.
Oh.
But either way,
Either
it's
way,
getting
it's
counter out
6K.
with 2K, yeah.
Pass turn.
So now, does the GP have enough Dawn for Luffy Taro? Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 7.
So this turn is just a Luffy Taro swing, Luffy Taro play. So Luffy Taro play into the Sanchi Pudding, draw 1. It should be pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty
here.
straightforward, yes.
You kind of want to go wide enough to pressure the Buggy life.
Yeah, the Buggy is getting pretty wide himself, so if you want to respond in kind, go wide so you can at least swing him and eat those 4 cards in hand.
It's also the 12k swing is very scary on board as well on the Buggy side.
Yeah, built-in Red Rock on a 10 cost 12k body is really good. Sure, the downside is if there's no other bodies, it has to go to the bottom. But I mean, at this stage of the game where your board is full, that's no problem.
I mean, that's the name of the game as Buggy, right? You want your board to be as full as possible with all 5 costs, just so you can drop that 10 cost Buggy.
It's a full circus, is what it is. Freaking clown leader.
Hey,
I
man,
mean,
you gotta lick them shoes somehow.
you gotta find a way to head in life, I guess.
Yeah.
One boot at a time.
So as we predicted before, right? So Luffy Taro into Sanchi Pudding here, draw 1, draw -1.
Lead effect.
Lead effect, restand 1, or restand 2, get 1 Dawn back from Sanchi Pudding. Yeah, 6 to
6
lead.
lead.
Interesting. We should counter out here and make it so
Okay.
under the 6 coming, and we can block that.
6 lead, 6.
So I'm guessing the Buggy does not have a 2k in hand.
Yeah,
if he does, he would have given up the 2k. But sometimes it's just worth it to give 2 1ks.
You know what would have helped? Croc Hawk filter the hand. That's all I'm saying. You could have drawn 2, found some 2Ks, getting rid of some bricks.
It's
Hindsight 2020, I guess.
yeah, but then if you play Crawhawk, then last turn you could not drop the 10 drop Buggy, which is like an argument
Alright, so
in
maybe
itself.
the turn before. I don't know. Hindsight.
Yeah, it
woulda,
is what
coulda,
it is.
shoulda. It is what it is.
So we
Here
got tapping
go.
4 Dawn. We're gonna play Pudding.
Pudding.
Interesting. So we are trying to clear board here. So we're gonna put your opponent hand back to your deck, shuffle your deck, then draw new 5 cards.
It's a mulligan. Honestly, I think this is a good card.
I mean,
As a player of it and as a victim of it, because sometimes I have no counter in hand. My opponent will pudding me. Thank you for all the 2Ks and 1Ks. Thank you for the Gum Gum Giant I ran over.
that's crazy. Anyway, it looked like GP Luffy had 8 to 9 cards in hand and losing
Losing a lot.
a lot of resources.
4 to
there
5 is a lot.
Just for 4 Dawn is insane value, I got to say.
It's like the grocery store deals. Pretty good.
But I do gotta say, depending on how the Buggy swing out here, maybe putting the finger on the trigger for the pudding there was a little bit too early. Have a little happy trigger there going on, as one may say.
Yeah, you do have to be careful against like against decks like the Sanji Pudding deck, GP Luffy, because they'll be bricked up.
We are opting to bottom deck the blocker there instead of one of the big swinger. Very interesting.
Probably should have gotten rid of the Sanji Pudding, because if next turn, if they live next turn, they can lead effect, and the Sanji Pudding will help them out versus just losing 2 Dawn.
Yeah, I believe the right play there was to bottom deck one of the bigger body. You don't really care if the blocker
Either the
lists,
Sanji Pudding
because
or
you
the
cannot touch the standing Luffy Taro or the standing Sanji Pudding, and you want to get rid of one of them. The Zoro here will die no matter what. because we do have a 12k swing on board along with the 7k.
Yep, there you go. It's gone.
So we can swing like 3 times into the Zoro draw here. We are opting to pass instead of swinging with the Buggy.
No, 12k swing is a pretty interesting move.
I mean, I think he want to starve the GP, but again, like how I said before, starving a GP is not really the great move because they have the secret Sanji. I mean,
secret Luffy.
Secret Luffy, yes.
Secret Luffy, is that it right there? Yeah. Did I just see it?
Yeah, that he had to... Wait, he mulled into more Secret Luffy? That's crazy.
That is so crazy. That is the best.
He had 2 Secret Luffy, he mulled into another Secret Luffy. That's insane. But here, it's rough to get out as well.
This is just math here, isn't it? To try to get it, because...
No blocker, well, no blocker on the Buggy side. 3 cards in hand. I think this is math no matter what. The Secret Luffy just make it so more math.
There you go. This makes math a little bit easier with the Sanji pudding on board still.
It's just a barrage of 7k swing at this point. So I think we should start with the Sanji pudding for 7. Okay, we're starting with the...
No.
What
are we doing? Oh, we're staging first.
Okay, we staged. He learned from the mistake. No more sables for
No more sables.
So here we start with 9. Luffy effect. Oh, and this game's
that's
over.
Rough.
Yikes. Alright. Until the next one, guys.
Until the next one. Have a good one.